Books, activities, and representation.
I love to learn.
That's what brought 6-year-old Alea Williams to the underground bookstore in Sacramento's historic black neighborhood, Oak Park. She read me her favorite book by Deneen Milner.
Daddy will be there with you in spirit, singing along with you.
What brings Alea the most joy when reading is seeing characters who look like her own family.
It reminds me when me and my dad used to always get us hugs, and we always spend time together. The trains on railroads.
And she also showed me where she saw reflections of herself. Okay, which one do you think looks most like you?
This one.
Why is that?
Because I'm black like her.
Yeah, look like us, huh? Alea sees herself in these stories and dreams of her own possibilities.
I pushed myself in the book, and my wish was to be a teacher.
From one page to another, author and activist Sonia Lewis finished writing her first children's book. She hopes to add more representation of people of color in literature for kids like Alea. Lewis grew up in the Bay Area and moved to Sacramento in 1985.
When we arrived in the Meadowview community. I attended Luther Burbank High School.
When Lewis went off to college, she said she vowed to never come back to Sacramento because of the disparities she witnessed growing up, such as young black women being involved in gangs, drugs, or were teen moms.
And it took me several years being away from Sacramento to realize my community needs me and my voice is representative of this community.
Representation that Lewis says is important in all spaces for young black children, which led her to write Monsters and Aliens.
Imagine a world where young people don't have to heal from their childhood. And so what is that voice you wish they heard? What is that thing that you experienced that you wish you could have spoke, right? But you were scared to. And so that's Monsters and Aliens.
The book is written from the perspective of Lewis at 7 years old and her struggles with understanding the awful injustice of black people in America. Lewis recalls when her cousin was gunned down by police.
He was literally walking away in the middle of the street in his underwear. No weapon, but because he was defiant and not paying attention, he was shot in the back. And so listening to that as a young child, I think I internalized those things. And I was like, we had just had a lesson on the Statue of Liberty. And my teacher said something about liberty is like the freedom to live and the freedom to choose. And I was like, well, then killing cousin Carl wasn't liberty.
With photos of Lewis's childhood sealed on the cover, she hopes her book continues the conversation about why all types of representation is necessary.
I'm just saying that representation makes a kid say that there are endless possibilities.
I am